So we're going to be making these beauties today, and they're called Fat Rascals. Now I understand they hail from Yorkshire, and they're best described as sort of a biscuity scone cake, but I do know they're utterly delicious. Really easy to make as well. First things first, get your oven nice and hot, 220 degrees. Get yourself a nice big mixing bowl and also a baking tray, and just put some greaseproof paper on it so that they don't stick when they're cooking. Now you can do this one of two ways. I'm going to use a bit of a cheating way today and use my food processor to make the breadcrumb mix, and I should be putting the flour and the butter in. But if you don't have a food processor, don't worry. You can just use your fingers, and you've probably seen your granny and your mum or anybody else doing it, and you just literally do the rubbing in action. So you can do it both ways. So, first of all, we're going to put in the flour. It's roughly around about 250 grams. And 100 grams of cold cubed butter. Put the lid on. I'm going to whiz. So while your breadcrumbs are doing, just add some sugar. You need about 80 grams. I think that's just about done now. Take that off. Literally put it all in the bowl. I'm going to put the other ingredients in now. Now because I used plain flour, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That will just help them rise a little bit, make them a bit more fluffier inside. I'm going to use a teaspoon of cinnamon. Wow, this is probably one of my favourite smells of all. So we're just going to literally just mix those dry ingredients in there, just so we haven't got any lumps of anything going on. Then I'm going to add a mixture here. These are currants and raisins mixed together, 40 grams of each. Also, I like this chopped mixed peel. There's around about 50 grams of that, so that goes in. Just going to mix that around again into the dry ingredients. You see that that's coming together. And the next thing we're going to add is 150 mils of whipping cream. So in that goes. Again, give a good mix. And this will gradually come together as a dough. So you've got to work at it for a little while. Now this is the fun bit. Kids particularly like this. It's called getting your hands dirty. Hence the reason why I don't wear a lot of rings and things, because, you know, when you're cooking, you've got to think about hygiene. And rings are a magnet for bacteria as well, so do remember that. So that eventually will all come together. Get all the loose bits at the bottom, all the crumbs. You have to be quite stern with it. Okay. Next section that you're going to do is you're going to take a piece and you're going to roll it, about egg-sized amounts. You can, if you wanted, roll it out and use a cookie cutter, but I prefer it this way. And then literally just press down and keep doing that until all your mix is gone. Right, the next section is dead easy as well. So I've just got some blanched almonds here and some cherries. It's really like for decoration on the top. And literally for every single one, I like to put 2 almonds. And I've just cut the cherries in half. And just do that to each of them. Next thing you need to do is just get an egg, break it up in a cup like this, and just use it as an egg glaze. This gives it a real nice golden colour. Now don't just do the tops, make sure that you do around the sides as well. It's nothing worse than just seeing a bit on top and not glazed fully all the way round. Bingo! They're now ready for the oven. They will take roughly between 15 and 20 minutes, so you need to keep your eye on them. This gives you a great chance to have a nice cup of tea while they're cooking. Now they should be done, about 20 minutes, as I said. Ooh. Ooh, do I wish we had smelly vision on television. Right, now there's another nice nifty little trick that you can do to make these look extra special. So all I've got is some plain apricot jam, nothing fancy, nothing special. Tiny weeny little bit of boiling water just to loosen it slightly. Just gonna get a little spoon and just mix that round. Just makes it a bit more fluid and easy to work with. And then all you're going to do is literally get your brush and just glaze the top. This is a trick lots of bakeries use to make things look glossy and delicious. There you go. Voila, done. Now it's just for the eating bit, everybody's favourite bit.